EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Chicago Bears. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Oh, twisting away. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 4, check 4. He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Now Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
50 seconds. 50 seconds. Let's go, D. Play. Alert. You.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Jeff Okuda up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 7-yard line.
And some room to maneuver. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he stopped immediately there.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Cohen pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Cohen, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He's taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
No score.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
He was taken down.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4-yard line.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So on fourth down, on comes Robbie Gould in the field goal unit for the Bears. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure that...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
3rd and inches.
And again this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Down at the 26.
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st down, London.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Claypool.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown! Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd and short.
Third down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Black Knights 21, Bears 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They try again with Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Out of the gun now on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
7-yard line.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent.
Now Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Tariq Cohen, the ball
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
again, it's Cohen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the give, this is Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
43-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's 2nd down. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check 25.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
But he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
34-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now this is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
And 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Bell.
The pass.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Cohen. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. That's out to the left and complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Makes the score Black Knights 21, Bears 10. Robbie Gould to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
play action. Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Play is a turnover.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Score Black Knights 28, Bears 18. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game, not there.